All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another session which is brought to you by Edis, partnered with Apex. And I think you've all used to, us coming together and giving you the best of both programming as well as aptitude. So today here we are joined to tell you more about the TCS NQT pack, the national qualifier, the national qualifying test that's being conducted by TCS. And with me here is Suraj from Apex. Hi, Suraj. Glad to
Hi,
have you.
Nick.
So glad to have you again. And just to give you a little bit feedback for the previous Infosys pack that we had launched, we got really good feedback on the aptitude content. We'll discuss more about that as we go ahead. So today we're talking about the NQT, thesis NQT, and to show to everybody, I'll just also share my slides. One second. Um, but yes, to tell everybody, we have a pack for all the EDIS students, and you can get that pack over here. That's what you have over here. This is the TCS NQT 2021 pack, brought to you in partnership with the Apex team, who are really, really good at aptitude, and they've done amazing work in the aptitude section. So just to tell you a little bit about this pack, this is the link, and this link is also mentioned in the description below. You can access this link. Once you click this link, a page will open up. I'll tell more about that to you. But what you get here is you get 1,000+ questions, both from programming as well as MCQs of aptitude as well, and programming MCQs. There are more than 30 tutorials on all of the important topics of aptitude as well as solutions of programming questions so that you can prepare for the programming tests as well. And finally, we have support on the forum. So you can always reach out to us on the forums to get that support also. When you click this link, this is the page that will open up. I'll just share my screen so you can see that. This is the page that will open up for all of you. You can click this link and you'll get this page. That link is also in the description below. This pack is available to you for 999. The original price is about 2,000, but there's a discount going on. You can get it for 999 itself. And once you come here, all you need to do is click try one free module, and you will be able to get in and get one module free with one mock test absolutely free. There are about 6 mock tests in this one, in this pack, and one mock test you'll get absolutely free. But before we go into it, before we understand what is there, I'd request Suraj to guide us through what is the pattern of this test, what are students expected to even understand, what they're requested to study, and so on. So Suraj, over to you. Please share with us.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. So I hope my PPT is visible
Yes.
now. Yeah, so hello everyone. Welcome back. So TCS NQT, I mean, 2020 still remains a year of surprise for all of us, right? So almost all the companies, are trying to come up with newer ways of testing students. So which was expected because the times are changing, right? So with a new pattern of TCS, I would say a lot of surprises. So if you can see, the new pattern says they have numerical ability, which has 26 questions and it comprises of 40 minutes. Verbal ability has 24 questions in this pattern and which has 30 minutes. And reasoning ability has 30 questions and 50 minutes. There's a time limit given to us. Programming MCQs and coding, I believe Anik will take care of that after I complete this part. So if I focus a little more on these areas, last year, TCS NQT was just a two-sectional paper in terms of aptitude, and then they also had a programming test as well. So in aptitude, in verbal ability they had just 10 questions in 10 minutes, right? And on an average, if my analysis says that it's going to be one question per minute, so the level of difficulty might not or was not very high. It's very simple. And if that would have continued, I would have guessed that the level of difficulty would have remained the same. But there's a slight change now. You have 24 questions and you have 30 minutes. So we can expect that the number of questions have increased in verbal ability, right? And the time limit has also increased. So a lot of ifs and buts, a lot of people are making their own guesses as to how would the paper be. Or since last year's TCS paper was on a slightly difficult line, so people are expecting that this year also the paper might be difficult. So I'll come back to the overall view from my viewpoint altogether. Now, when I come back to numerical ability, last year also we had numerical ability. We had 20 questions and we had 40 minutes. So which clearly says that we had close to 2 minutes per question. So it was expected that the question would have been difficult. But you look at this equation, you have 26 minutes or 26 questions and you have 40 minutes. Right. So this equation again somehow or other tells me that the paper is not going to be too difficult as it was the case last year, right? And one more surprise that we have this year is reasoning ability. So reasoning ability was not present in last year's paper, and they've come back with reasoning. So 30 questions, 50 minutes, right? Now, I would rather see this as, I mean, if people know about it, TCS is the body which conducts examinations for almost all the other higher education examinations that are happening in India currently. TCS is the body which conducts CAT. TCS is the same company which conducts bank PO tests and also gate examination. So that is where you also might have known about ION Digital Centers. So the minute I saw this pattern, I was like, okay, these guys are moving more towards like a CAT pattern where we have 3 sections, good number of questions per test, per section, right? So this year CAT also changed their pattern to a 2 hours paper. And if you see the aptitude of TCS is of a 2 hour paper. Right. So according to me, because from last year 50-minute time limit on 2 sections, the pattern has moved to 120 minutes. Right. Every section having considerable amount of questions, followed by a coding paper. This makes this paper a little more difficult than the CAT pattern because CAT ends in 2 hours. Now, please appreciate the fact after 2 hours, your technical game also starts. So students should also have the ability to think and coding tests which are technical, which will need a lot of your brain. So I would rather say a student should be, very careful in terms of picking the right questions, because if we drain out our energy in the first 3 sections, which is what generally happens in CAT also, guys, since we also, we are also really good in terms of CAT training. So I would like to tell you from my experience that the way CAT pattern is designed, by the time students come back to the third section, they are drained out. Now, a very important caution here, you have 5 section paper. So I would really advise students to, go with a good selection of questions, practice a lot, because 5 sections, 180 minutes needs good amount of practice. I would rather advise students to take at least 5 to 6 tests. Start sitting, one major change that students can bring is while practicing, you sit for 3 hours in practice, because 3 hours focusing in the examination is not going to be easy, right? More or less, if I look at the topics are more or less the same, guys. But as I said, verbal ability, 24 questions, 30 minutes will be a tiring session, because you're not solving there, you're just reading, and you're doing a lot of mental work there, right? So verbal ability, same topics, right? I would not rate, or according to my knowledge or the way, if I would like to predict the paper, this might be more on the moderate lines. It's not going to be very difficult. The whole paper is not going to be very difficult, right? So 24 questions, 30 minutes. You will have good amount of RCs. You will see a good amount of vocabulary questions coming back in this paper, right? So in last year we just had 10 questions, so not too many things could have been included. So I would not be surprised if I see 3 to 5 questions coming up from each and every area. Let's say vocabulary, you can expect 2 to 3 questions. I mean, phrases, phrases and idioms, you can also expect 2 to 3 questions. Para we can expect 2 questions. Para summaries, we can expect 2 to 3 questions. Having said that, yeah, I believe the way campus recruitment exams are being conducted, they would be very close to sentence correction, error spotting, and close passage. So that will definitely take a majority of your questions as well here. So not too many changes in verbal ability, nothing new to be done. I think on the expected line, students have been preparing for Infosys and a lot of other examinations. I would say majorly revise the basics, as we already have in our pack. We have all the videos available. Just revise the basics, take tests. For me, according to me, for a student, it should be more like being mentally prepared for a 3 hour test, right? So keep on taking 30 minutes of verbal ability questions. Even our topic wise tests are also made up for 30 minutes only. So that will give you a good boost to search for easy questions. Do not try to attempt the whole paper right in the beginning. So when it's a longer examination, question selection becomes a very important key, which will help you save a lot of energy, and you might not get tired by the end of the paper, right? So when I move to reasoning ability, again, I don't see too many different, changes coming up here, because we have been preparing for campus placements altogether. But yeah, coming from the experience of Infosys also, and looking at TCS conducting bank PO and these kind of examinations, please appreciate there might be challenging sets in logical reasoning. I mean, Infosys real paper was also not very easy. The arrangement sets were really difficult. right? And even in bank POs and CAT examination, reasoning is more of a set-wise paper. So I would not be surprised if the questions come up in a data set kind of thing where you're given a arrangement set, which might be relatively difficult, and you might be given 5 questions on that arrangement set only, right? Because almost all the exams are following that. So we can have a mix of data sets plus the smaller questions when you see clocks and calendars, direction sense, syllogisms, yes, which still continues to hold a very important role. There might be, welcoming Venn diagrams, because if I need to give you set-based questions here, I can give questions on arrangements. I can give set-based questions on Venn diagrams, which again becomes a very interesting topic. Students can expect questions on cubes. Again, the data sets, 2 sides painted, 3 sides painted. So cubes can also be one topic here where you might expect data, set-based question. I mean, 5 questions each set. Other topics are quite simple, right? So you also have data interpretation here. So be well prepared. I would rather say syllogisms is one area where most of the campus recruitment companies do focus upon. Data sufficiency is one more area where they try to check your ability to, to link up with quant simple data inequality based sets, because that's why I have mentioned inequalities in this slide. So according to me, this again said, I think this might be a game changer, because reasoning over a period of time, especially the data sets kind of questions, are getting tougher and tougher, right? From the experiences of Infosys also, and my prediction would always be that TCS might try to come on the lines like a bank PO exam or a CAT examination. So I guess we should be prepared for slightly difficult questions in this set, because if you see, this is the only section which has good amount of time also with you, right? So it can be a mix of both as well, right? Quant, again, it's a never-ending game for all of us, right? The most exhaustive topic that we can, the section that we can talk about, numerical ability, and that's the best part. Most of them are playing with a name called numerical ability, so they're not very clear what can we bring in. So I had my own doubts whether data interpretation will be tested here, or data interpretation will be tested in logical reasoning. But by the way, if I go with the name of the section, I believe data interpretation should come here, and reasoning should be more based on the reasoning kind of questions, right? Permutations, combinations, number system are again coming up on a higher side in all these examinations, right? Two important topics. Needless to say, guys, arithmetic, I guess arithmetic will still hold a majority of the questions, because that is how it happens when the exam duration is longer, right? So they try to give you good arithmetic questions. So I would rather say it should be a mix of arithmetic, which comprises of profit and loss, percentages, SICI, averages, mixtures is again an important topic. Time and work, time and distance will be dominating. Looking at the past experience of TCS, number system dominates in TCS, right? And permutations and combinations as well. So according to me, I would again say that these topics, all we have already discussed in almost all the company papers. The syllabus remains the same. I think it's time for students to be more mentally prepared, brush up the basics. I do not expect the paper to be too difficult. Number two, in case the prediction goes wrong, let's say the paper is difficult, please appreciate, friends, that it is a paper which is on a comparative scale. You are not being tested on your percentage of marks. Cutoffs are, or the percentiles or the cutoffs are calculated depending on the number of students who have scored. So if the paper is difficult, if the student finds the paper difficult, accuracy becomes a very important factor here, guys, because there the number of questions that you pick and the amount of marks that you score will hold a lot of importance there. So do not panic if the paper is also difficult. As I said, I'm taking multiple scenarios in mind. I mean, assuming TCS conducts CAT, and this year CAT also came down to a 2 hour paper. So TCS conducts bank P. So drawing inferences from how the papers of TCS, because TCS makes the paper for them. So drawing the inferences on how the paper pattern is made, to the sudden surprise called a 120-minute aptitude paper. The minute I saw the notification, my mind right away went on to, okay, these guys are moving towards bank P or CAT, right? So predictions, looking at the number of questions and the time limit, according to me, it's not going to be a very difficult paper. right? But as I said, we are not the question, making body. So be prepared for a moderate or a more than moderate kind of questions. If the paper is difficult, do not worry about the score. Try to gather as much as possible, right? Play with accuracy. Number two. Number three, hold your energy till the end of the examination, because after this you start the main, again, one more important game called the technical side, where you will use your brains more. Right. So I would say, guys, use your energies in the examination, right? And question selection should always be the most important criteria when you are going with lengthy papers, right? So I think that is what I would like to end up here with. So all the best, guys. Even I'm waiting and I'm anxious to see how the paper is turning out to be, which will allow us to see, what are the challenges the student is facing in the examination. So hold on to your seats. I believe every exam is slightly moving towards an innovative methods. So please be mentally prepared. Take good amount of tests. Take a test at least in one test in 2 to 3 days, which is really important. Analyze the test. Look at the topics. Take up the topic-wise tests as we have in the pack, right? So just make the most of them. And my contact details are already mentioned in the slide. In case any student watching this video has any doubts, irrespective whether you are joining us or not, avail the free pack, take a free mock. You can always drop us, your doubts. We will always be available to clarify your doubts. So that's it from my side, and I guess Anik will be taking it forward from here to tell you how to save energy in the technical side and how to make
Yeah.
the most of technical questions.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Suraj. Thanks again for joining us for this one. And yeah, I'll continue now with the programming MCQs and the programming side. Thanks again for joining us, Suraj.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So I'll be leaving now. So thanks a
Okay,
lot.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So right, everybody, that was the aptitude side, and it's very, very important. It's about 2 hours of aptitude, but for those of you who are going for the software roles and all, that 2 hours is also not enough. You need to go even further, and there are two more things, which are the programming MCQs and the coding questions. And what you can expect there is this is all from last year's from 2020. What I'm talking about, what we observed the pattern there. So in programming MCQs, generally speaking, you will get all of the syllabus from your college programming. Now you might think, oh my God, this is so difficult. Well, the reason I'm saying this is because, last year we had students, they had got questions on even Python and Java programming, simply because in their college syllabus, you're doing Python and Java, right? So the rationale behind it, the reasoning behind it of TCS was, if you want to become a software programmer, you should be good at your college syllabus. So having said that, the most probable places where you can expect questions from the MCQs, the programming logic and programming MCQs, is generally from C or C++. That is your questions like pointers, arrays, loops, data structures, and give the output. So you'll have MCQs relating to these kind of questions, where you have to generally read a lot of code, you have to give the output, maybe one or two yes, no, true, false questions, but most of the time it's read the code, understand the code, and then give the answer. And this comes with a lot of practice of both the MCQs as well as the coding questions. Some other topics that will be very important is things like data types. What's the size of an integer? What's the size of a float? What's the size of a long? When will it overflow, etc.? Those kind of things. Over here, you also have things like increment and decrement operators. So again, very standard stuff that any MCQ question will ask you relating to programming. So any programming MCQ questions will ask you all of these things. Finally, compilation error, runtime errors, those kind of things also you can expect. We have more than 700 programming MCQs that you can actually go and practice on the Edis platform. So all of these are covered and much more. You can go ahead and check them out on the Edis platform as well. Then comes what exactly has happened in the coding questions. Because see, in my opinion, coding questions is where you can differentiate the most with all of the other students. Everybody will prepare for aptitude. Everybody has been preparing for aptitude as part of the CRT training. Some of them will do better than the others. And I'm sure that if you take up our pack, especially Apex training is really great. I mean, the kind of feedback we got for aptitude from the Infosys pack was just amazing. But anyways, you will prepare for aptitude. Let's say everybody is preparing for aptitude. The thing with programming questions is the coding questions is not everybody is fully aware of the coding questions. And then what happens is not everybody is has been programming since the first year. So in the last minute, you can maybe learn a little bit of aptitude, but in the last minute, you can definitely not learn coding. So now is the right time to sign up and actually start practicing the coding. We have observed that generally they allow you to code in any of C, C++, Java, Python. Some more languages are there. One major concern is which Python version will be there. Is it Python 2.7 or is it Python 3? The answer is that for Code Vita, it was Python 3. But for NQT, we are still awaiting what exactly it's going to be. So as and when we come to know, we will let you know in the comments below, and we will let you share that as well. But generally speaking, the coding questions of NQT are much easier than TCS Code Vita. Just to give you an example, one of the coding questions last year was uh, tell true or false whether a number is odd or even. Again, this is something that you learn in your first or second class of programming, not even in your first year. I'm saying in your first year of programming, the first class or the second class, introductory class, will be this, telling if a number is even or odd, right? So those are the kind of questions. However, this year, maybe if it changes, at max, what I expect is data structures to come in as a bonus question. So if you have time, prepare a little bit on stacks and queues and linked list, but that is completely bonus. I think generally in loops, arrays, and strings, your entire preparation should be over, right? So try to prepare on as many previous years questions as possible. And again, I'll show you the pack over here. So the pack is this one. Once you click this pack, this link, this page will open up. As I mentioned earlier, this is the page that is going to open up. I'll just try out the one free module just to show you all, right? So when I click on try one free module, you can see the payment option here, and I will see that one module is freely available for me. Once I click that one free module, there's a one mock test that I can attempt. Already a lot of people have started attempting this. That is basically our 26 mark numerical paper, 30 mark logical paper, 24 mark verbal paper, 10 mark programming MCQ, one coding question and another coding question, two coding questions. So this entire mock test is freely available to you for you to practice. On top of that, as I was saying, we have more than 700 questions in programming MCQs, which you can check over here. We have the coding questions as well. So these are all the coding questions, which are in maths, loops, and patterns, strings, as I was saying. Then you have coding questions, you have programming MCQs, roughly more than 700 in sets of 10 themselves. So roughly 7 sets are there, 10 questions in each set. So, 100 questions in each set, sorry, further divided into sets of 10. So these are all the programming questions you can, programming MCQs you can get. After that, you also have these mock tests. So you have, for example, here you can do a TCS NQT mock test number 2. And once you've done that mock test, to check out the solutions, you can check it out in the next module. Like this, apart from the free one, we have 5 such free mock tests that you can avail. Already some students have started. They have started marking themselves on the leaderboard. So that's great. You can get on the leaderboard. And yes, we have also forums where you can ask questions. So if you click this forums, you can go ahead and ask questions over here by clicking ask a question over here. So getting the forums part. So yeah, again, just to remind all of you that if you go to the page, this is the pack for everybody. You click here. This is the pack. This is the NQT 2021 pack. Do sign up. If you have any doubts or questions, feel free to WhatsApp us by clicking this WhatsApp counselor button. Feel free to WhatsApp us, right? Or write to us at team@edis.com. We are more than happy to help you out with any doubts that you have. So you can write to team@edis.com, which is also mentioned in the description below. Yeah, so it's also mentioned in the description below as well. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining in. We look forward to seeing you all on the TCS NQT 2021 pack. There's only a few days left. Try to do one mock test every 3 days. And by that time, you will be preparing for the NQT. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because every day we will also be launching some video on NQT. We'll be doing some free mock test revision, some free coding questions revision. So whatever it is, you can subscribe and you can also avail the benefit of that. So thanks everybody for joining in today. Thank you, the Apex team for helping us with this amazing A+ aptitude support. And we already have the amazing question bank on programming. So can't wait to see how you all find out the pack, and you can't wait to see your feedback on it as well. Thanks everybody for joining in today, and subscribe to this channel. You will come to know more about updates from TCS NQT pretty soon. Thank you.